Every year, the Friends of Pishiobury Park organise several bat evenings in the early autumn. They are always enjoyable and well attended. So, if we want to go and find some bats in Pishiobury Park, how do we go about it? Well, a good starting point is the Field Studies Council leaflet, which tells us all about bats, and something it gives us on the inside here are the ultrasonic calls that they have. Now, we can't hear those, of course, but in order to hear them we will need to use a bat detector, and this is a magenta bat detector, which is one of the more affordable types. And what this does is it changes the ultrasonic calls of the bats down into something that we can actually hear, and we can adjust the frequency by turning this little knob here and the volume there, and that will enable us to actually hear the bats at night. Now, if you want to use something a little bit more sophisticated, this is an iPad, and plugged into it is a little ultrasonic detector here, and this will pick up the calls of the bats and actually record them. And we need to use the Echo Meter app, and we'll put it to start now, and this brings up a screen where it actually records the sounds of the bats, and even better, gives us some identifications. Now, that's interesting, it's been triggered by my voice. Now, my voice doesn't contain any ultrasonics, but it's picking it up as noise. If this was bats at night, it would be recording. It is actually starts recording when it receives a signal. So if I stop talking, now start, then off it goes again. So this is the most useful device, and I'll try to show you then some of the results that we got for bats in Pishiobury Park using it. The first of these is the common pipistrelle. Here is what it looks like, and this is what its call looks like. Next is the soprano pipistrelle. And the next one is Dorbenton's bat, which is more commonly seen flying over water. The serotine is an uncommon bat on the park and is one of the larger species. A recently discovered one is the whiskered bat or Brandt's bat. These are very difficult to tell apart. And lastly, the noctule bat. This is a large bat and it likes to catch beetles and other large insects. So why is the park so good for bats? Well, first of all, there are a lot of old trees on the park, and in those trees there's lots of loose bark and cracks and splits, all of which provide places for the bats to roost. Secondly, because there are cattle on the park, then there are lots of cowpats, and these provide food for beetles and other insects, which in turn provide food for the bats. And lastly, here is a map of the park, which, if you should go with your bat detector, these are the areas where we have found bats feeding in what are called their beats. Good luck with your bat hunting.